What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Nomadic King channel. I'm James Showers, cleanest name in the biz, and today we're talking some stocks. Now, I know this series is probably one of the least interesting series that I have going on at the moment, but I'm hoping eventually it'll become a little bit more exciting and a little more fun as we build the amount of money that's in the stock account to play with, and as I learn how to record the screen a little better, because I don't like the quality of it at this point. But we're gonna find something better. We're gonna work with it. But for right now, let's go over a few things. So right here, this is basically where we were at the beginning of the week, and I've been putting a little bit more than $100 in there because, for one, it's kind of fun buying the stock. So I threw an extra $100 in the last week, and I think I put almost $300 in this week, well, between the last 2 weeks. So instead, this right here is where we're at right now. Okay, now I should have a $907 is basically where we should be totaled at for breaking even. So you can see where we're up a little bit right now, but we were down quite a bit for a little bit for a minute there. What I did is I went ahead and kind of hedged the stocks. I took some of the penny stocks I had and some of the other ones that I just didn't really like so much. Instead of waiting for them to even turn back around, I got rid of them, threw that money into some stocks that I am more interested in, and we're going to go ahead and make this portfolio a little bit more dividend stock heavy. And then we're just going to have a few stocks that are like speculative stocks that we're going to do, like the cannabis and some other ones. Like GE is kind of like we're buying it on the low, but it's also a dividend paying stock. So I'm up to 20 shares in that, and I got it down around that mid 8 range. I feel like this one's going to actually hit like $15 or something within a year or whatnot. But we're going to go ahead and we'll turn the camera around, show you what stocks I do have right now, and then I've got a nice list right now on the watch list of stocks that I am watching, ones that are mainly dividend heavy stocks that I want to add to my portfolio. And then I'll show you kind of, I got 2 dividends being paid out, which is like really small, but I'd like to see the dividend side of it grow and kind of see like how much we're getting paid from the dividends, and see how long it takes to collect enough to actually redistribute back into the market. Okay, so like I said, when I first started this out, I was thinking, okay, $100 a week, we'll make this kind of just like a savings account / fun little investment. But I obviously broke the rules a little bit, and I threw a little bit more money in there. Okay. And then I also thought when I first started doing this that I'd kind of like have you guys pick the stocks, but nobody's really interacting enough for that to happen. So I'm just going to pick a few stocks. I'm doing a little bit of research, and we'll go ahead and go over an app that I use for a little bit of my research in this video as well. So I do a little bit of research on the companies that I like, figure out what kind of dividend they pay, or whether or not I feel like they're going to be like a good growth company. And yeah, that's it. And then I throw the cash in there. Now, one tip I'd throw out there for anyone that's like maybe just kind of going to dabble in this for a minute, I wouldn't get so into trying to do day trading. That's probably where we're going to lose some money. I did that in the past, and that's basically exactly what happened. I lost money trying to chase stocks around, selling on the high and the dip and all this stuff. And it's I feel like it's just a little easier putting money in stocks that are secure, or ones that you have some sort of faith in the company, and just sitting on that money. Okay, this isn't money that we're putting in there and hoping we're going to pull out tomorrow because we need to pay something or whatever. This is money we're putting in there for the future. Okay, this isn't like a debit account. Okay, so let's flip you around. I'm going to show you this app called Seeking Alpha. Kind of show you what I do on that. I probably showed it on another video too, but show you kind of what we're working with for finding news, and then I'm going to show you the stocks that I have, ones that are dividend players, ones that are kind of my speculative stocks, which are mainly the cannabis stocks right now, and then I'll kind of show you the watch list that I've got going on right now. And like, I want this series to be a little more interactive, so if you do have like stock picks, or you got ones that are making you guys money, or you really believe in, let me know in the comments below. Or yeah, just, you know, let's make this a little bit more interactive, and I'll try to make these videos a little bit more exciting, kind of give a little bit more info as I slowly learn more about what I got going on here. But yeah, I'll flip you guys around, and that's basically it. Like I said, the video that we're going to throw up next is off of a screen recorder, but it doesn't give the quality I want, so it's a lot smaller than I'd like it to be. But as soon as I get that figured out, I think this will be a little bit at least more interesting to view when you can actually see what we're viewing. So without further ado, let's flip around. Let's check out Seeking Alpha. All right, now in this app, you've got a few different things. You've got your portfolio, and you can add the stocks that you have to this portfolio. And what that'll do is allow them to send you news. As you can see down here, news on the stocks that you have listed up there. Now, you'll also have at the top analysis. So this is just different authors, and you can follow different authors that you like. Ones that I've got a few that are, dividend. I got the Dividend Sensei over here, and basically the Wall Street Breakfast, which is the standard one. But you can start following some. If you read a good news review, then maybe want to follow that person, but that's where you'll find the analysis. And then we got news here, and this will be just regular news that comes out when people are declaring dividends or losses or gains, or whether or not they've missed or hit on what they're doing. So sometimes this is where I'll find dividends. Like you can see, it says Brady declares dividend, and it's 21 cents. So sometimes I'll look into a stock like that. Do I feel like they're a grower? When do they pay? How consistent is the dividend? And you can look some of that up on the NASDAQ website as well if you need to. So this is just kind of a fun site to get a little bit of that info that you want. And then this is notifications, which will be strictly about stocks that you have added to your profile list. GE obviously is one of them, and anytime it'll even talk about them in one of these analysis pieces, right? So this one it doesn't say anything in the title about any of the stocks. Once you start diving deeper, it'll probably have one of the stocks that I have listed in this area of stocks affected by the trade or whatever they're talking about here in this article. And what I also like about that is once you find an article about a stock that you like or you're interested in, come on down to the comments and kind of see what's happening here. Sometimes you'll see people that are either thinking along the same lines that you are, or maybe they'll have an opinion or a point of view that you weren't thinking of, and it'll persuade you to either buy, sell, or hold one of your shares. So let's go ahead and get out of this app, and we will open up the Robinhood app and check out what stocks we got. So here's my account right now. We're at $918.57. We went up $20.82 today, and then after hours we went down $1.72. Okay, so we're not doing too bad. Like I said, 907 is kind of like what I have invested, so we're up $11. That isn't too bad. Now right here off the top, these are going to be all of my these right here are all my dividend paying stocks. Now I've got this one at the top that I just added recently, Spark Energy. It's about $10. It pays a decent dividend. Now we're looking right here where it says Dividend Yield, and you'll see it says 9.75. Now, what that number is going to tell you is that for every $100 that you have invested over the year, you'll see a dividend return of $9.75. Now, this is a high yield stock. Sometimes you want to be careful of those because a lot of people shoot for about a 3 to 4 range. But I figured I'd just grab one of these and just see how it works. I kind of like the 5 year. They've only gone up 79 cents over the last 5 years, but I'm really just buying them for the dividend at this point, because for every 100 you'll get basically $9. That ain't too bad. Then we come into some of these other stocks. Now, Terraform Power, I like this one. I only have one share, but look over the last 5 years, they've come up almost $5. They've got a $6.70 return on every $100 invested. So that isn't too bad. Like I said, those are really, really high dividend yields. So those, sometimes you might want to just keep an eye on those companies. Now this one's a little bit more in line with what the market feels is safe. It's in that 3 to 5 range, 3 to 4 range. So here's a $4.70 dividend for every $100 invested over the year. And you can see it is at $20, and it's down $20 over the last 5 years. But in the last year, it's been coming up $3. So we're hoping this guy has made a turnaround. There's a lot of people, like I said, when you start looking at this stock here and you look at right here, it'll say recent news. And they're thinking that, from what I've read anyways, that this is one of the stocks that they've done a rebuild on the company, and they're about ready to, hopefully make a recovery. And then down here, they'll have analysis, right? So within this, it says 23 analysis are rating this a 52% buy, okay? So I don't know how much that is to be trusted, because I've seen ones that are 100% buy, and I don't understand why. And then ones that have a less of a buy rate seem to be a better deal anyways. But yeah, there we go. We got Kinder Morgan. We got 4 shares in that. Now here's the GE. And over the last 5 years, they're down. Over this last 1 year, they're down. But I feel like, where are we at? We getting any green in here? Over the last week, we're up 70 cents. So I feel like they've got some issues going. They've talked about it all here in this news section. But I really think they're going to also make a recovery. They're doing a $4.80 for every $100 invested over the year on their dividend payout. So that's not too bad. And then we have this company right here. Now this is a REIT. So they're going to pay us a monthly dividend. And I think this is I have 1 or 2 that are paying monthly dividends. And this is only 7 cents a share. But I have 10 shares, so that's going to pay me 70 cents every month, and I'm going to slowly build a little more in this stock right here. It is down $22 over the last 5 years, $5 within the last 1 year, but within the last week, we're kind of not really seeing a recovery, but it's keeping steady at that $10 range, so we'll deal with that. It might be one of the stocks that I do end up letting go here a little bit later. This one might also be a REIT. Now look at this dividend yield, 18.9. So that's a crazy dividend yield. Like, you're going to make it almost $19 return on $100 over the year. What do we got over the past 6? So we're down big time. So over the last year, it's kind of going up. It's kind of floating around that $6 range. Hopefully this one will make a recovery, and we'll actually also see some growth on the actual stock price. But right now, I've just got a $5 invested, or 5 shares invested in this, and we'll just kind of see how that dividend goes and whether or not I feel like it's worth keeping. Here's another one I have right here. Now this is a holding company. I'm not sure when they pay their dividend either, but they're another. I got all these high yields. This one's 11. I kind of just threw all my money in the high yields because I just want to see a little bit quicker return. But like I said, it's kind of dangerous, so just keep your eye out. This one right here, $8. I only got 2 shares of that, but that's a 10 cents a share every month. So those monthly dividend ones are kind of cool because you can kind of build a monthly income portfolio. But I don't know. We'll slowly play with that as this profile increases. Now, I bought this one at about $23 a share, and I knew that was low, so I'm excited. I only bought 3 shares, but we're already up $5 on that. And this one's paying $5 over for $100 invested over the year, and it's at a 71% buy from the analyst perspective. I feel like this is a good buy. If we get any kind of stimulus package, any kind of rebuild package, people are going to be renting equipment. And this has always just been a really good steady stock, I feel like. Over the last 5 years, we are down 16. Over the last year, down 10. It's not looking so good, but I mean, well, hopefully it floats in this mid-20 range, and if we can eventually, bring it back up to where it was in its heyday of $40, we'd be doing good. But we're just buying it for the dividend right now and seeing how that works out. I only got 3 shares. If anything, I'll hopefully sell it before it dips down, and I can make a little bit of money. So right now, these right here are my cannabis stocks, and I bought into this one kind of high. It was down at like $23 the other day. I should have bought into this one too. So I'm just sitting at $60 or 60 cents for my return. There's no dividend yield on these, but there is a lot of news going on around these stocks right here. That's my most expensive one at the $26 per share. But then we do have all these smaller companies right here that are right around that $5 a share. So this one I'm actually down because I bought it around $5 and it's down a little bit. But I got 10 shares here, and like these are kind of just speculative. If I end up losing my $50 I put in there, oh well. But if this stock shoots up to $20 or $30, then hell yeah, we cash out. So here's another one, down 20 cents in this. So if these ones recover, along with the ones that I already have at the top, we'll do pretty good. Here's one of these penny stocks I just bought for the hell of it, and we're down 30 cents. I'll probably end up getting rid of this and I don't know, buying something a little bit more of value. But I just wanted to play with some penny stocks there. So, and we have this Corbus Pharmaceuticals. I'm not sure if this is a marijuana stock, but it has this right here at 100% buy rate. And I just thought I'd dabble with it and see what it does. I bought 5 shares, and it's just kind of funny. It's 100%. 7 analysts rating on this thing. And here's on my watch list. We've got AT&T, which I probably won't buy into, but I'm just watching them. This Main Street Capital, I actually like this company. We are up $13 over the last 5 years. It's not telling what the dividend yield is, but I do know they pay a monthly dividend. You can always look that up too. And we got this Stag Industrial. They pay 5.7%. They're at a 64 buy rate right now. That ain't too bad. LTC Properties, they're kind of expensive. Like some, if some costs a lot and they're a value company, it might be worth putting the money there. I'm just don't have the money exactly right now. I'm just kind of a low ball account. So playing with the $20 range has been kind of working for me, I feel like. Here's another one, this Healthcare REIT. Now this would be a monthly dividend, but it doesn't really have that great of a buy rate right now. And yeah, here's basically all these stocks I've been kind of trying to find that will pay a decent dividend, and we'll slowly get them separated into sectors, like the finance sector, pharmaceuticals, industrial, consumer, and then we'll figure out which ones we want to keep and not keep as this profile gets a little bit bigger. But I've definitely, as you can see, added quite a bit to my watch list. Whether or not I'll keep these here or not, I don't know. This Kronos Group, I keep hearing so much about this, but I don't see a dividend yield. And I don't know how much I really want to invest in some of these sin stocks. I know the cannabis is kind of a sin stock, but I don't feel like it's as harmful as like the cigarette, the big tobacco companies. But I don't know. Teach his own. Well, that's gonna wrap this up. Let me know what stocks I should be adding to my watch list here. Let me know what I can be doing to improve these series. Let me know if you even made it to this part in the video, because it's kind of a long video and maybe boring to some people, but some people might find it interesting to hear about these stocks. And let me know if you are like watching this profile grow. And yeah, just whatever. Comment down below. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. And peace.